Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade. So happy to be here with you all today for the new moon in Capricorn. I am making it day of the new moon. So, wow, wow, wow. Happy 2022 to all of you out there. I hope that you feel encouraged and that, one of the things that I posted on Instagram this morning is the fact that you're standing here in 2022, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. What does it say about you? Well, for you to make it through two of the hardest years that we have known in modern history, um, no matter how you made it through, all the highs and all the lows and twists and the turns and whatever it is that you've experienced, it says a lot about you, that you have what it takes to make it through hard times and adversity. Um, you know, it's it says a lot. It says a lot of good things about you. Let me put it that way. And so you should be very proud of yourself, and you should look at 2022 as a year of, you just know you're going to be okay no matter what. Now, I do like the astrology of 2022. It's nice to be able to see a lot of the major aspects be not super long. And, a lot of positive ones like Jupiter being in Pisces, even Jupiter being in Aries. I love that. We'll have both of those placements this year. Lots of really good things happening in the astrology. I am sharing inside of the inner circle, which is open until I'm going to close the doors. I'm going to say at 11 p.m. Eastern time because I will not be up after that. But the doors close tonight. And one of the things that I'm doing with the inner circle is just taking time to look at the wisdom that is governing 2022 so that, the ladies in the inner circle can make plans, can understand what cycle they're in. And so one of the things that I will share here, though, is the second year in a row. Oh, I didn't realize I have this in here. Hello. The second year in a row, Yemoja is one of the primary goddesses that is speaking. And what I love about this energy is she really advocates for self-care, taking care of yourself. One of the quotes I included in the spiritual care package for this month is one by Audre Lorde, which is something to the effect of, self-care is a radical revolutionary act. And so I encourage you to understand, what does Yemanya speak to? And that's honestly one of the best approaches that you can make to 2022. And I'm telling you, first of all, 2022 is a 6 year. Yemoja and the number 6, they match. I know a lot of people relate 6 to Venus for some reason, but for me, that's Yemoja. This is a motherly type of energy, and I would think it's more of like the moon. It has to do with domestic affairs and taking care of the home. Sounds like a very nurturing, well, it is a very nurturing number, and that is the energy of Yemoja. And so it's been rough. Take care of yourself this year. If you've got to make a decision, choose the decision that will take you into balance and avoid everything at all costs that takes you out of balance. Also, remember, Yemoja has a relaxed attitude. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do is to relax, because the more relaxed you are, the more you're able to receive easily and effortlessly the things that you say that you want, which let's just go on ahead and talk about this new moon today in Capricorn. So I'm excited about this moon. This moon looks pretty good to me. This one looks pretty doggone good. I'm excited about this one. It doesn't have a whole bunch of drama. So one of the reasons I feel okay, I like being timely and like ahead of the game or whatever. But as life would have it, I'm showing up when I could. So I appreciate y'all for checking out what I'm sharing. And I know it will take you very far. But one of the reasons I feel so comfortable sharing on the day of the new moon is because we just had the new moon at the beginning of, this moon in Capricorn. And so the new moon phase is actually going to last the second, the third, and the fourth of January. So I just want to encourage you to, set some intentions today, go back and look at them tomorrow and again on Tuesday. Another thing that I would encourage you to do is to go on ahead and light those candles. What do you do that adds believability, and what do you do that adds certainty, energy, passion, and drive for um, your intentions, your New Year's goals? I'm even going to buck the system and say your New Year's resolutions. I believe in all of it because in my mind, if you have stopped and taken the time to formulate these, then it's sending the universe a message. Hey, she's focused on something new right now. She's focused on what she wants. The key, and this is something that I love about this energy of um, Capricorn, is to honor the cycles. And so let me tell you about the cycles. You can set your intentions in January. And one of the reasons it's challenging to manifest, maybe those who are in the Southern Hemisphere, they may feel like they are manifesting better from January to June, right? And then they may struggle from the solstice in June until the end of the year, versus those of us in the northern hemisphere, we may struggle setting New Year's intentions at the top of the year until June. And so, what I encourage everybody to do is just to remember we're on cycles. This is what Capricorn speaks to, and it's understanding what cycle you're in. And so, you have a new moon every month. Every month, you can tell yourself, every new moon, I will revisit what I wrote at January 1. I will revisit what I set at that time. And I will look and see, am I on the right track? Did I set the right intentions? So the first time we'll do this would be at the new moon in Aquarius. And then the new moon in Pisces. You just keep looking. Now, once we get to that new moon in Aries, you can feel like, okay, it's set. New moon in Aries, even for those in the Southern Hemisphere, is a great moon. I see Libra as a time, well, I see the fall equinox because that's what that is for the ones in the Southern Hemisphere. It's still a really good time to make some inroads and some gains. That's some good energy right there. So when we get to that Aries new moon, I say definitely this is something that you can be looking at, really saying, okay, it's set. This is what I'm doing this year. Before that, just keep tweaking them. But even after that, every new moon, revisit your New Year's intentions and just keep tweaking them and make sure you set up. We have the vision board, but you also want to set up a board that would be like what you've achieved, and then write on that board what you've achieved, or on your vision board, put a big check, did it, put the date, because you want to put something in your subconscious that she can do this, he can do this, so that you never feel like you're never there. When you keep feeling like you've never achieved it, then it almost puts like a chair on your leg and you feel like I'm never going to get there. So you always have to celebrate your wins. That's what we do at the full moon. And so I say it's so very important to take this time, these first 3 days, set the vision, set it high, have fun, create all kinds of rituals, anything that's going to add energy and believability to what you're writing down. And of course, you want to make sure it's your true desires. We do have Venus in this new moon, and so she's retrograde, and she might be asking you to go back and look at, what did you achieve? What didn't you achieve? And I think that would be very, very good because, we're just in this very introspective time with Venus right now. So yeah, first, the second, the third, and the fourth of January. So let me see if there's anything else I want to share with you all before I go into my slides. Okay, so here we have the new moon in Capricorn. Happy Capricorn season yet again. Congratulations to all of the Capricorns. This is your time. And, the colors matter. So Capricorn has very conservative energy. So nothing too bold, nothing too fancy. If you want to use colors to anchor this energy, you can see I have on, like a cream sweater and a dark blue tank top, just anchoring in this energy of Capricorn. I don't believe in burning, you don't need to go get a black candle, but you can put on something black or dark or corporate like, put on some business attire these next couple of days. Because part of this new moon is you're inviting the energy of Capricorn into your life. I encourage you to love every sign. This, if you want success in your life, you must embrace Capricorn. Capricorn will help you to get there. And so we want to anchor, ANCHOR, this energy into our beingness. And yeah. And so, working with crystals is a big deal when we're working with Capricorn. So maybe, doing some type of crystal grid, or taking crystals and putting them on top of your list. Wherever you write your intentions, take those crystals and put them on top of your list, because Capricorn has to do with um, things that are hard, and rocks and antiques. If you have some antique something, to me, this is an ancestral sign. It's related oftentimes to the dad, or we could just say a parent. But so maybe if you have something special of your dad, or that father figure in your life, something from your father's side of the lineage, you could perhaps bring that energy into your ritual. Okay. And maybe your father, or your father's side of the family is not like your favorite side, for what side of the family, for whatever reason. It's not so much of that. It's just that Capricorn represents that in our chart. And so anything that you bring where Capricorn represents it, it will work. Or antique, something old. Capricorn energy likes things that are old and classy. Okay. So this is the kind of energy you want to cultivate. Is actually not a hot sign, though I do believe in lighting that candle. I say, if you're gonna light one with, I just say do white, period. Like, yeah, well, let's just do white, maybe a dark blue. Um, I actually relate Capricorn to Oya, so maybe purple would be a good one, or a deep red color. I say Capricorn is Oya because Oya is the crone face of the goddess. She's an old woman. And so Capricorn represents elders. Spend time with elders. These are things that are help to really bring in this energy of Capricorn. But honestly, Capricorn is a cold sign. So, what my niece, who's a Capricorn, she loves cryotherapy. Oh my gosh, she's just like, well, maybe it's floating. I don't know if floating and cryotherapy are the same, but it's something like that. She loves crystals and anything with like bath salts, anything with something that's hard. One of the foods that's related to Capricorn is crackers. So, if you want to offer your ancestors something, you could perhaps offer them crackers. It's anything that's hard, maybe even like, like some type of nuts, like um, almonds. I don't know why almonds is coming to me, but almonds to me are like really dry, but it's hard and dry. These are things that you could offer to your ancestors, or just even to the spirit of Capricorn. I see Capricorn as an entity itself. And so we can just really commune and connect with this energy of Capricorn. Um, so yeah, and then another thing is the goat. That's why I just love this goat. I freaking love the energy of Capricorn. I know I'm weird because so many people cannot stand people who are Capricorns, But I just love Capricorn energy, because the thing about Capricorn energy is it's like taking a tried and true method to get to where you want to go. And part of tried and true, because sometimes some of us are going in directions that are new. So, for instance, being an online entrepreneur, I had no idea this is what I was going to end up being when I was a little girl. And so I don't have anybody in my family who's done this. However, it is taking the Capricorn way. Capricorn says you do things step by step by step. You do the first step and you don't leave until you finish that step, and you do it excellently, because Capricorn is like, don't half ass anything, nothing. You must do it. You must do it well. You must perfect it. And that's another thing I love about Capricorn, is this energy of mastery. And so, when you think about what is it that you want to do, you think about taking that step by step method, even if you're doing something that's non traditional. That is tradition. Tradition, something that is very foundational to success, is people decided, I'm going to do this thing step by step by step. The next thing is master it. And you do it until you nail it. These are the kinds of attitudes that we want to imbue from Capricorn. Capricorn is the kind of energy that's like, hey, you will only get what you put in. This is how you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded based on what you've done. You do good, you do exactly what you're supposed to do, because it is about following rules, you'll get very far. So everything that you're thinking about with setting new moon intentions, you always want to remember the energy of the sign. And this sign of Capricorn, it will get you very far in life. It will, and whatever you earn with Capricorn, you keep. So can you not see, or can you see why Capricorn is so good to work with? This is such the perfect first moon, and so close to the new year, January the 2nd. Wow, this is exciting. This is exciting. So I encourage you to set new moon intentions 30 days, 6 months, 1 year. I even encourage you to go, a year and a half, 2 years out. I really do. I think you should go. It's about 18 months out. And you want to set intentions, and you can't all the time know exactly how it's going to manifest. That's the magic. That's when the magic comes in. Okay, so what is the new moon about? It's about new beginnings, planting seeds of intentions. It's yin energy, low key, low energy activities and rituals are indicated. And it's because you're working with this energy of receptivity. And so I would say conserve your energy during this time. And it's more about going within, because we create from the inside out. Maybe you want to stop and remind yourself, how does manifesting really work? Well, manifesting works really by shifting what's going on the inside of you. Okay. But at the very least, you want to plant seeds of intentions. All right. You want to plant seeds of intentions. And I just want to say, I think what I'm going to do is I am sending this out to, of course, my inner circle and newsletter first. Those who are on my email list, I'm sending this out to you all first. If you're watching this on my public channel, just know it's important to get on my email list if you want to get special things like this first, because typically I do not do this publicly. I only do it in the inner circle. I do the full moon publicly, but I do this one in the inner circle. And part of the reason I'm doing this is to show you all what I do inside the inner circle, so that y'all can come on inside and get you a place at the table and be up in here getting your stuff ready, working with me like this. Okay. Okay. So yeah, lighting the candles, writing down what you want to manifest. You don't have to know exactly how it's going to manifest. This is one time I would go big, I would go far, go wide. Everything has just been shifted so much because of 2020 and 2021. It's time for us to move in a new direction. And so you may set some intentions, and you're looking at which part of the cycle are you in to manifest it. It's not necessarily just set for now. Go big, think big, go, as far as you can. Oh, and part of the reason I was saying that, and I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this, let me see something real quick, y'all. I really cannot all the time do more than one thing at a time. Um, okay. If you're watching this, then you may, I'm going to put in the comments or the description box, um, where you can pick up a few things. Hold one second. Um, ah, so just as my way of, again, first of all, Happy New Year. And secondly, again, I'm showing you all things that I do in my inner circle, but I am putting this, set your compass is what it's called. Um, I'm putting this in an all access page that I have created to help people see what I have shared, um, to help you all see what I do inside of the inner circle. So, something that you can do this month, because we're in a time of review, actually. A lot of us probably feel more introspective than active, or we feel actively introspective. And so, I have included, um, this as a gift to, well, it's in my inner circle, like they're getting it no matter what, but I'm also including this on the all access page. So you can go there and download it. Let me just make sure y'all are looking at what I'm looking at. Yes, you can go there and download it, um, to help you vision what you want in 2022. And one thing that I'm learning is that at times we will set a goal, and we just need to figure out what part of the cycle are we in order to manifest that goal. Okay. I guess my point is just go big, just go all out, write everything down that you want, and then narrow that list down to what you're going to work on in 2022. All right. Okay. So coming back to, um, our slides. So I've talked about Capricorn quite a bit. What does it represent? It's no question success. Where do you want more success in your life? How do you want to be successful? What would you like to succeed at? Um, you know, 6 months, year and a half. These are things that we want to be writing down. It also has to do with following the rules and planning. So I definitely encourage you to, write out a plan as best you can. And one thing you can say is, if I did know, what would the plan be? If you feel like, I'm not sure what I should be doing, well, if you did know, what would you do? Because there's an infinite part of you that you can access that will begin to give you insight on what to do. They didn't tell us this growing up, but here we are. We're finding out now. It has to do with hard work, discipline, endurance. You want to set intentions that allow you to imbue this energy, or you could say something like, I'm excited that I am able to do the hard work, and then that I'm disciplined. I have the endurance and the patience to succeed at manifesting whatever. No matter what, this is about manifesting something material. It's a earth sign. This is Capricorn, which is about, Capricorns believe in having material, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Abundance to a certain degree. Like, they may say, I don't have to be the richest, but Capricorns they don't want to be poor. I can tell you that much. They want the finer things in life. They don't have to have everything, but whatever they have, they want it to be classy, right? That's just this energy, and I honor it. And what we want to do is to begin to bring out the best of Capricorn, so that we don't buck up against, we live in such a capitalistic society. It makes us resist things that actually we should be experiencing. We did not come here to be poor. We don't have to be rich at all costs, but we need to be manifesting and showing people the divine was not meant to come into its own reality and manifest lack all the time. Not cool. We the infinite in a body, but around here walking around like we don't have nothing. Capricorn allows us to have the wherewithal to manifest materially, but also to manifest what is your freaking destiny. Like, if you want to stop running around in a circle, embrace Capricorn. If you want to feel like I'm tired of not succeeding, I'm tired of not getting to where I want to go, embrace Capricorn, because it's about hard work, discipline, endurance, and patience. You will win with Capricorn. And maybe you'll win materially, but maybe you're just going to succeed at the very thing you say you want to succeed at. Capricorn will help get you there. It's about cycles and understanding what is your cycle. It has to do with elders. I think something you could do to really connect with this energy is to always be connected with some elder in your life. And yeah, sometimes elders get on our nerves. But my thing is I don't really care anymore. It's just like you just give thanks that there are older people that you can connect with in your life. And yeah, you just give thanks for them and embrace their energy. If you know somebody who had a young life, they died young, you'll appreciate elders. You really will. If you struggle with it, just know it's a lot of people that didn't make it, and the ones that did. See, another thing about Capricorn is it's about survival. Capricorn is the dinosaurs. They have been around forever. And that's how you have to, look at the ones who have succeeded and made it, been fortunate enough to live this long. It's like, man, this is a lot. I mean, the older we get, the more we see and experience. And that's why I'm like, to make it the way that we did. And, a lot of this kicked off when Capricorn was very much a hot topic. It's hot now too, y'all. Um, and Capricorn imbued us to be able to survive these last couple of years. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that elder energy, maybe study elders and what makes them the way that they are, and allow yourself to be imbued with some of their qualities. Study the crone goddess. That's another thing. It's the energy of being tenacious, conservative. A lot of times it's like we're not spending all the money, or sometimes, when it's not in the best, it might be holding on too much. It might be stingy. But when we're thinking about the new moon, we want to just be thinking like, how can I do this in the most efficient way? It's a very efficient sign. It's also resourceful. And so being, open to what does that mean? A lot of times we are not operating from a very resourceful place. So I encourage you to set intentions of being resourceful. I am resourceful. Say that affirmation and open yourself up to what does that really mean? Because typically the resource is you just being open to having whatever it is that you feel like you need. You're like, I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I'll be open to receiving it. It's discipline. Okay, I already talked about that. Wise, ambitious, prudent, constant. These are all words that maybe you need to imbue more in yourself and bring to whatever it is that you're working on. And these are what you can put into your new moon intentions. You want to set goals regarding where you want success and mastery in your life. You also want to set goals regarding what needs hard work, commitment, and patience, and set intentions for bringing these qualities to that project or area of life. Set goals regarding how do you need to get real because that's Capricorn. And so, maybe you need to work with somebody to help you stay real or help you to get real about something. Maybe you need to work with someone who is like a Capricorn and you go to them and just say, I have this problem and I want to work on it, but I need somebody who's going to make me face it and not, stick my head in the sand. Because, it's really about completing things also. You want to think about what is it that you need to complete. And so for some people, it's just getting real about what needs to be done. So it's also about having a sober mindset. So do you need to set a goal about having more sobriety in your mindset? This moon is perfect for planning. And the key with this is you want to set the plan and stick with it. See, that's Capricorn. Capricorn is like, what's the plan? All right, that's the plan. We sticking with it. Don't even think about changing this plan. We're going to finish this baby. Capricorn is about restriction and boundaries. Set goals where you need boundaries and to follow rules and guidelines. I know a lot of us don't all the time like having too many rules, but you just want to make sure that you have some rules for your life. What are the rules for your life? One rule that I would encourage you to set up is, or to kind of think about at this time is, I am no longer available to or for fill in the blank in my life. I'm no longer available to this. I'm no longer available to, something regarding your health and wellness or relationships or your career. You begin to say that I'm no longer available to that. Now you do want to fill in, what are you available to? I am available to fill in the blank. Okay. Set rules for living. I remember working with a coach who told us, this is important. It's important to set rules. Every time I spend this amount of money, this much money comes back to me. Just set the rules and the universe will begin to hear, oh, this is what she wants. This is what he wants. All right, let's do it. Okay, bet. Okay, I'm going to take my picture down just so y'all can see this one. What needs structure in your life? What needs structure in your life? Set goals, intentions for areas of your life that need more structure. It's a lot of us that lack the structure that will bring success. We lack structure that helps us to actually have the life that we want. I remember when my godmother was like, I'm very free flowing and I like to just, it's just like I love to be able to receive downloads when I get them. She said, but I found that the more I have structure in my day, the better that is able to happen. Because structure makes sure that the things that need to get done, so that we are free to do other things. Sometimes structure doesn't seem very freeing to some people, but it actually helps you to be more free at times. And it's shown up part of how Capricorn becomes successful. Capricorn is the structure. And so, you just want to think about that. I just want to offer that to y'all. You also want to set goals regarding cycles. What cycles need honoring? What needs completion before you move on with the next cycle? So these are all things to think about in terms of your new moon intentions and what you're going to set. So this moon has the potential to help you stick and stay with your goals and intentions, set plans for progress, manifest materially, and step into your power. It could also be a good time to set intentions regarding family and parents. Perfect moon for leaders, people in government, and that could be politics or the military, any level of government, corporate jobs, because Capricorn actually has to do with the government or corporate structures. So if you're in corporate America, this is a good moon to set intentions for moving forward. For business owners, entrepreneurs, women leaders, Venus is in this moon, of course, with the moon. I don't know. I just really have a good feeling about women leaders, but it's going to come after there's some introspection and you do everything else that Capricorn is asking you to do, because you have to remember with Capricorn, it is about, you're going to do this hard work. There is no leaping. Now, what I will say is because we have the ruler of Capricorn and Aquarius, success is going to come. It'll seem like it's not going to come, but then when it happens, it's going to be like a leapfrog effect. So it pays to work on that foundation, to work on that structure, to put things in place that will support when you get to that next level. You really want to be forward or to future thinking. You want to be thinking with the future in mind. Like when I get there, what is it that I need to be doing today in order to make sure when I get there, I'm ready? I'm ready. So, people who work with the elderly, I even say older people. So, I consider myself to be older. I'm in my 50s. um, 40s, I would even say 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. 80s on up, I think that this is a moon that where we can imbue a lot of success because this is our stage and phase of life. We naturally carry this energy. So, yeah, I say this would be great. Human resources, anyone working with payroll, accounting careers, business analyst, these are all who this moon could be potentially perfect for. Pivotal moon pivotal moon for Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. This could take your life in a whole new direction. And the question is, how much are you going to be in charge of where you're going? I encourage you, set the vision. All right, set the vision, Capricorns, Cancers, Aries, and Libras. Set the vision. So, yes, what does this moon mean for your sign? What I want to do really quickly now that I think about it is I just want to sort of look at this moon and just talk about it a little bit more. I really did get excited when I was looking at it. And yeah, let's just do this. I'm going to tell y'all some of the notes that I took looking at the moon. First and foremost, one thing I didn't look at is that the moon is at, hold on one second. I think it's the 12th degree, but I just want to double check. Yeah, it's at the 12th degree of Capricorn. So we have a moon that is a Capricorn moon. It's also imbued with Taurus energy twice over. So, wow. Talk about a moon that's about material manifestation. And it's just some technique that I'm using. So I don't want to bore y'all with the technique. It's just something I learned from my brilliant astrology instructor. But yeah, so this moon is one that has Capricorn and double Taurus energy as a part of it. And so it is, wow. What do you want to manifest? And I know it's some people out there struggling with money. Let me tell you, what do you want to manifest in terms of money? Now, you may have to do some work to get there. I do believe in aligned action. Hard work doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work long hours. I would avoid that. Is something that Capricorns need to really work on. So don't do that. Overworking is not good. But being committed, and when you're working, whatever you're doing, it matters. Like you're really taking advantage of that time. But if you want to make some money, this is a moon where you can manifest how much you want to make and then imbue yourself with the energy of Capricorn to actually, come up with a plan. That's another thing I would say. Come up with that plan and understand the path for it, what you're going to take. Now, you might have to download some of this, but wow, you can really manifest some good stuff, some good money, some material, whatever material objects you want to manifest. This is a moon to do that. Let's see here. Okay, so that's the first thing I wrote down. I have to take my glasses off to look at my notes. Let me see here. So new moon also it is a moon that has to do with empowerment, because even though Venus and Pluto are not specifically, like super close to this moon, it's all in Capricorn, so I'm counting it. So both of those signs have to do well. Venus so close to Pluto. This has to do with empowerment, especially for women. And so I encourage you to really, even I relate Capricorn to power. This is a moon where you can tap the power within. Um, Now, with Capricorn, some of what you have to do is face your fears. So I encourage you to make sure you face your fears as fear. One thing that we say, and I like this saying, false evidence appearing real. Maybe you need to sit down with that fear and ask it, what part of myself is afraid of manifesting? What part of myself is afraid of success? Um, Sometimes I think Capricorn energy is fearful because it so badly wants to succeed and it believes in being excellent. Um, it's a sign though that also it's about restrictions, and I don't know, it's a rough sign. It's a sign actually that has to do with karma. And so it has a lot of fear and depression in it, right? And so that's something that you might want to do with this moon, like commit to facing the fear and moving past it and stepping into your power. Because I want you to know, oftentimes the places where we struggle the most, that's where our power is. The power is in the place where you don't want to go. And a lot of it is you've got to do something in order to unlock the power. That's one thing that I love about Capricorn. It's a sign of doing, action. And so, yeah, I feel like this moon can unlock a lot of power. Um, and also again, money. Um, let's see here. Yes, finish what you started and set the goal for how you're going to finish it. That's something else that I wrote down. Mars is in Sagittarius. And so, what I love about Mars being in Sagittarius, even though it's not a part of this moon, it's still a part of this energy of the day of the moon. And so, with Mars being in Sagittarius, it's giving us hope for the future. And maybe that's why I was like, y'all dream big, look out into the future as far as you can go. And you don't have to achieve it now. You can just do your part of like this version, the 2022 version of yourself needs to do this part in order to inch you down towards wherever you're headed. So if you can just see 2022 as a part of the installment of whatever Mars has you looking at out in the future, that would be so, so very good. It's square Chiron. So what I say about that is this introspection that we are doing, especially with this Venus retrograde being a part of this moon. I think that it's important, and maybe this is where some of the fears comes from, is that we look at our internal wounds and look at like, is this like making me slip, trip, and fall? Is this what's stopping me from moving forward? Do I need to, before I can move forward, do I need to stop and heal some part of my life, HEAL, some part of my life, so that I can keep moving? And sometimes, and when we pursue our goals, when we pursue success, it reveals where the weak spots are in us. So it could be this moon will help you to set some intentions to get real about the weak spots within you. The weak spots are the places of wounding that are calling out for you to do something about, especially since this moon has some Taurus energy in it. Honestly, most Capricorns I know, they are healers. They love natural stuff. They are so much into caring for themselves, even though, they'll overgive to other people. Part of the reason they know how to how they know what to tell you to do is because they know so much about healing. So I think that you can use this moon to set some intentions to get real about how you need to heal and maybe even open yourself up to some downloads because this moon can offer a lot of downloads, some downloads about your like how are you going to heal? What is it that you need to do? Come up with a plan for healing that will help you to stop the sabotage or delaying the success that you desire in your life. Okay. What adversity are you willing to look at? Let me see here. I was writing these so quickly. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Okay, let me just go to Uranus. Uranus says, um, Uranus is providing support for it can what Uranus is going to do is it's going to give you some ideas, some sudden downloads. And again, it's just how it is. It's earth signs. So you might get some downloads about how to make money or what are the resources. Remember I talked about being resourceful. Now you can get some downloads about being resourceful. So I do encourage you again, this moon is about setting intentions, being open to receive, you know planting the seeds, and so you're opening yourself to receive, that it will actually manifest whatever you're saying you want. And I also encourage you to be a little meditative so that you can, or at least open, so that you can receive these downloads that Uranus is going to provide for you. I really have to write a lot, Nita, because this is a mess. Hold on. One, two. Okay. I don't know what I wrote there. Anywho, um, so another thing that I see in this moon is I'm just gonna say sign based from Pisces. What does that do? I say it's very important to make sure you are co-creating with the universe, co-creating with that part of yourself that is unseen, opening yourself up to magic. And some of it might be the more you are unselfishly sharing with people, like giving things without expecting anything in return. And with Pisces, it's typically something caring and loving. So, my sun sign is Pisces. So I'll tell you how I do things. I remember years ago when Facebook was new, I would go on and I would see somebody having a hard day and I would just think, I feel down and out and I need a miracle right now. But the only thing I feel right about doing right now is just seeing someone is having a hard day and I'm going to go on and say something nice to them. Or maybe I would be at the grocery store and I would see an older person unloading their basket at their car, especially if they're like at the handicap section. And, and instead of them having to walk their basket somewhere, I would just walk up to them and say, oh, I'll take your basket for you, even if I didn't need a basket or whatever. Anything that I could do where I just felt like I was doing, I'll put it this way, I didn't think about it this way, but like a random act of kindness. This is important, is to make sure you're being charitable, not to a fault and not from a place of lack, but just I give because I know the universe is, like imbuing me with this infinite source of abundance. And it just opens us up to receive miracles. I really think that even if all you do is write down, I am open to receive miracles in my life this year, especially regarding these goals. I think that that's very important, but also this understanding, how do we create? We create using the laws of the universe. What is seen comes from the unseen. And I think it's important at this new moon that you remind yourself of that and you think about, how do I make sure this is how I operate all year long? Okay. One way would be, you know, maybe offer something to Yemanja. Okay. Offer something to Yemonja. Okay, so let me go back to my slides. And the way I'm going to do these, going through the signs, because to me, it is, I love it when they go through the signs, other astrologers, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my God. So, what I'm going to tell you is um, I'm going to give you a number, and I'm doing this by element. So, earth, water, air, fire. Okay. And I'll call out the sign and the number. Now, one other thing that I want to show you before I move forward that I am gifting to those of you who go to the All Access page. And if you go there and, well, anywho, you go to the Inner Circle All Access page. Again, this is something that I put in that my Inner Circle has. And so it helps me to help them, the ladies in my inner circle, be able to know what in the world does this, what does this transit have to do with me? So whatever number I call out, first, second house, third house, whatever for you, you can go to the All Access page. Just it'll be in the link in this video below. And all of this you can use this to remind yourself of what house is this for you, so that you'll understand what to set new moon intentions for in terms of area of life. I've given like the general overview. It will take you very far, and it will also help you understand, number one, new beginnings in what area of life is this going to happen for you. So that's number one. When I talk, no matter what I say, just know you have some new beginnings coming to you in a particular area of life. Now, these new beginnings may come after a while because, okay, it's Capricorn. Capricorn takes time. You have to be patient. But it will deliver as long as you do the hard work or follow the plan that it sets forth for you. Okay. So be sure to go to that All Access page that I set up and download this document. And yeah, my gift to you all for 2022. And I hope that it shows you also what I do in the inner circle, and that you would join me in the inner circle today, the second, or whenever I open the doors up again, which not sure when that'll happen, but whatever. Okay, so let's talk about by sign. Okay. So for the earth signs, I want you to write down 1, 5, 9. Okay. So who is 1? Capricorn is 1. Okay. 1 for Capricorn. And I always use my cheat sheets. I do not have the mind to keep up with all this. 1 is Capricorn. 5 is Virgo. 5 is Virgo. And 9 for Taurus. Okay. So I'm just going to give a general understanding of what area of life. You can look here on the circle that I have. Also, that will give you an idea of what area of life can you expect new beginnings and how to set some of your intentions. Okay. So this Capricorn season is happening in houses that have to do with, like, you can really make some stuff happen. Good fortune can come your way with these houses. Okay. Now, of all these signs, Capricorn can expect perhaps the biggest shift. If you want to change your life, Capricorn, this is the moon to do it at. Set the vision, Capricorn, and make it happen. Now, for also Capricorn, you may want to focus on your body. Okay. You may want to focus on your health and your well-being. Very, very good moon for focusing on those areas of your life and, creating the plan moving forward. And let me see here. Is there anything else I want to say to you? And just blend it with everything that I said before, because I don't want this to go on too long. So, yeah, for Capricorn, you would probably it's a good moon for you because you're used to like doing things. So I think that I think also for Capricorn, it could be a very lucrative. If you need some money, Capricorn, this could be a good moon for you to make some extra money or to call that money in. It may take a while, but you can call that money in. Um, yeah. And now for the Virgos, this is a moon for Virgo to set intentions regarding love and something regarding your children and good fortune. Virgos do not feel lucky. So I think you should set some new moon intentions, opening yourself up to luck and good fortune and miracles. And also being more creative and allowing your creative energies and juices to flow. In several of the calls that I've been on with my inner circle and the spiritual aspirant group, there's been this theme of sexuality and really having like a healthy relationship with our sexuality. So I encourage all of the Virgos, if you want more flow in that area, then I encourage you to set some new moon intentions. Maybe you don't, just, start having like the most wonderful sex life this year, but maybe you're going to do something to set yourself up to take you in that direction. Maybe you need to get a therapist, or maybe you just need to explore. Maybe you just need to, learn more about what does it mean. Most of us have never even been properly educated on what is our sexual energy. So that's something else. If you have something going on with children, this would be a great moon for you also, Virgo, to set this moon up for children. So I really encourage you to really think about what is it that you love to do. Set some plans on, I'm going to have more fun. I'm going to operate more from my creative genius. I'm going to be more confident. I'm going to just really have a good 2022. I think that I really think it's important for you actually, Virgo, to do that, because of all the ones of us that are experiencing this, Jupiter and Pisces. I just don't know how much y'all gonna love that. So you need to find all the places where you can imbue your life with good energy. And this is one of those places in the Capricorn house. So enjoy this time of Capricorn. It's very, very good for you, and set these intentions about bringing in more joy and pleasure. And it could be Jupiter makes you realize that you need to be more creative. You need to open yourself up to being more confident and just showing up in the world like, I am Virgo, hear me roar. And now for Taurus, Tauruses, you are slow to expand. You're slow to grow and evolve. And so you want to, and you're being called to do that. If, of everybody in 2022, baby Taurus, you need to get ready. All right. Taurus, you are slow to move. You don't want to be doing a whole lot, give you some heads up before folks be asking you to just up and change plans. No more, Taurus. No more. You want to use this as a way to expand your mind, expand your consciousness, move yourself in a whole new paradigm. Game over. Whatever you were doing in 2019 is no more, Taurus. It's time for you just to go on ahead and take yourself in this new direction. And Capricorn new moon is giving you that opportunity. And it might just be you're just feeling a little bit like, you know what? I may as well just do this, y'all. I'm just gonna go ahead and change. So it's a great moon to open yourself up. How do you want to change? What direction do you want to take your life in, Taurus? Go in a new direction. Change your paradigm. You don't have to think the same way anymore. You don't have to be the same way you used to be anymore. This is your time, because these eclipses, they're calling you. So I'm telling you, Taurus, you really need to think about even 2 years out. I think Tauruses need to be thinking, where do I want to land in 2 years? You've already been through so much change, especially those from like the beginning of the Taurus season to middle, 0 to 15 degrees. really lots of change. I'm one of these people because I have planets at the beginning of Taurus. Totally different life. I'm not, I'm like totally different. And it's just more to come. It's just more to come this year. So y'all really need to be thinking about what's my philosophy? Or it's going to be coming to you. I think that y'all need to open yourselves up to being more flexible, honestly. Even though I know Capricorn is not like the most flexible sign, this is where it's happening for you. Opening yourself up to maybe some more spiritual experiences as well as foreign travel. Where are you going, Taurus? If y'all like me as a Taurus, man, I'm a homebody. I'm doing just fine. Mostly staying at home right now. All right, so let's go into the water signs. So for Cancer, this is well, for water is 3, 7, and 11. So for, do I want to start with Cancer? Let's see here. So for it's 7 for Cancer, 3 for Scorpio, and 11 for Pisces. Okay. You know, Earth supports air. Okay. So this is really, and excuse me, Earth supports water and water supports Earth. I really do think that this is going to, especially the first half of the year and then the last few months of the year, I think this is going to be a pretty good time for the water signs. Yeah, I do. And so this is an important sign for you all, water signs, so that y'all can keep moving yourself forward. I would say Cancer and um, Scorpios probably, well, I think all of y'all need to just really think about how are you going to move yourself forward. I'm not going to just, I was going to say Pisces might sometimes have the bigger challenge because it's a sign of self undoing, but all of the water signs, it's this energy about them where, the emotions sometimes take over, or just remembering the past and, being kind of stuck in experiences that kind of like don't let us be present to the moment. I'm a water sign, double water sign. And so it's like we really need this Capricorn energy, y'all. We really need to set these intentions for this Capricorn, okay? So because these houses are the houses that can help you move forward, especially in partnership with other people. So that's something that I'm going to say to the water signs. You need to set intentions that have to do with who can you connect with that's going to help you be successful. So for the um, Scorpios, I would say it would be people in your local community. And local now might mean just people who are more like in your, more of an inner circle for you. It could be coworkers. It could be people who live in your community, but the world is so online now that it might be, your coworkers, which everybody might be, teleworking, but it might be that you need to really connect with some coworkers, maybe even working with some friends. And the other thing for Scorpio is Scorpio needs to decide, what intentions do I need to set to keep my mind in the right mindset, so that you're not super paranoid all the time or negative. Sometimes you might be dealing with some depression. So you want to set intentions that are going to help you keep your mindset, that is going to, give you the mindset that supports success. So that's what I have to say to Scorpio. Maybe something also, Scorpio, regarding day-to-day routines, because this third house does have to do with like what you do day to day. And Scorpio, if you are writing, you want to set some intentions regarding writing, communicating, social media. Some of the Scorpios are in business, so you definitely use this to set some business goals. And yeah, it's something that has to do with networking. Some of the Capricorns also might want to set goals regarding travel, like short distance travel. The other thing I'm going to say to Scorpios, is you want to set intentions that will make you focus and not get too distracted or don't set too many goals because this house is like it's a lot. It's a lot going on in the third house. And so it could just have you just like, I can set a goal over here and over here and over there and over there, So, use that that conservative nature of Capricorn to be like, okay, we have all of these, we're gonna nail it, we're just gonna like hone it down. And these are the ones that are the most important for 2022 or for this particular cycle. Now, for cancers, I think Cancerians need to hire coaches or they need to hire somebody who works with them one to one on the things that they really want to achieve in life. So very important because this is your seventh house. Set some goals regarding relationships, besties, life partnerships, business partnerships. Set some goals regarding that. If you are a coach, a consultant, someone who does one-to-one work for people, I think for you Cancerians, it would be really good to set some goals regarding how you're going to make all of that happen and how are you going to succeed. What do you need to do to bring yourself into balance, Cancers? Set some goals regarding that also. Now, for the Pisces, for Cancerians, your life is going to change as a result of these goals. So be very intentional about what direction do you want to take your life. And I think for Cancerians who are in business, this could be a really good moon to take your business to a new level. Might take you working with a coach. It may take you working with a mentor or something like that. But I think that this could be a really good one. But definitely, this is pivotal for you. Your life can go in a whole new direction. So I encourage you to consider that as you write your goals down, Cancerians. For the Pisces, this is happening in your 11th house. Now, I do perceive this could be something that is very bring a lot of good fortune and up level for the Pisces. The thing about it, and let me tell you something, Pisces. I really do think if you are somebody who likes to do video or podcasting, if you something with photography and film, um, this is definitely a moon to set some intentions for yourself because you could really grow and expand in this way. I think that if whatever you set for your intentions, Pisces, you are gonna knock it out the box. Because this is one of these houses that's about like manifesting materially, making some good money, and it's as a result of your good work. So yeah, I encourage Pisces to do that. And also Pisces, who do you need to surround yourself with to get to where you need to go? Looking at your vibe tribe, looking at your friend group. Maybe some of the Pisces just needs to find some new friends. Some of the Pisces need to join the groups that are talking about what you need to talk to in order for you to succeed. So one of the ways that has looked like for me is, I find somebody who's like, hey, I have this group, this program, this coaching program or whatever, and it's about business ownership, or it's about spiritual entrepreneurs, or it's for people who do spiritual work for other people. And because I'm not always hanging around people who are talking about these things, so I need to go into these different spaces and find people who are talking about what I need to talk about this with somebody who understands. This is important for Pisces, is making sure you surround yourself with the people who are talking about the things that will help you to be successful. So there we go with water. Now for fire signs. Okay, for fire, I'm excited for you. It's going to be 10 for Aries. It's going to be 6 for Leo. And it's going to be 2 for Sagittarius. Okay. So I guess I'm going to start with I'm gonna go opposite direction. I want to start with the second house. So, okay, in general, for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, this new moon, oh my gosh, what inroads do you want to make regarding your career, your material resources, your money? I'll even say health and wellness also for one of the signs. Where do you want to take all of this? Okay. Because I am telling you, you can make a lot of inroads and gains in those areas. So, yeah, the fire signs is like manifest. It's more of like natural with the earth, like the houses that these are happening in. These are all earth houses. So this moon being an earth sign happening in an earth house, it can help you out to easily and effortlessly manifest with this moon, okay? Especially in a material way or something regarding health, wellness, the body. Actually, two of y'all. So for the Sagittariuses, I encourage you to set up intentions regarding self-care, health, wellness. What are you eating? Self-worth and self-value. What is it that you need to do to, bring or maybe take all of that in a new direction, but you can manifest for more self-worth and self-value, and it's not it's you're manifesting that perception, because your self-worth and self-value is infinite and high and abundant, but it's more of your perception of it. Now, let's just be real clear, Sag. Okay. um but also money and your material things. So, like, if you want something new that's material, write it down and look at, okay, universe, give me the plan. What is it that I need to do? And again, we may not always see the path forward, but write it down and be open to it manifesting. Um, some of the Sagittarius may be feeling like they need to get rid of some of their stuff and upgrade or something like that. Also, I honestly believe that. What else for the Sagittarius? Some of the Sagittarius may health, wellness, money, finances. It could have something to do with family, antiques, maybe family possessions, family history might be something that's you want to set a topic, a goal for a new moon, goal for manifesting. But this is definitely about personal finances and your body. I really do think it's so important for the Sagittarius to look at issues regarding self-worth and self-value. Okay. So yeah. Now for the Leos, you want to set intentions for health and wellness. It will manifest. Lifestyle, like what lifestyle do you need that will support you in being successful? Set some new moon intentions for that. If you have problems, this is a moon that you set intentions on. I am open to getting the answer to resolve this issue, right? We may not want to write anything in our new moon intentions about like solving a problem, but frame it in as positive a way as possible. But the sixth house has to do with problems. And so you want to, like, whatever the problems are, you want to just be like, okay, I'm open to getting a plan that will help me to resolve what's going on in this area of my life. So definitely you can go in a new direction with that, Leo. And it has something to do with work, like maybe routines at work, Leo, or if you manage a staff or a team, you might want to take your team in a new direction. You start writing these goals out for that. uh there's something new coming in when it comes to work. Now we'll say the sixth house has to do with problems, so it might be setting goals to bring more balance into, like, what's taking you out of balance. These are the things that you want to be focused on, Leo. What will bring you more into balance? This Capricorn energy in the sixth house could really make it so that I think that it makes for is part of the reason Leo can actually be like a workhorse. I know people think they're such divas and divos, but Leo is stout. It's a very strong, very devoted, all in kind of sign. Um, but yeah, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. It could also, if you're bumping up against uh, somebody who's superior to you, you might want to set some intentions of this is over, it's gonna work out, we're all good, something like that. Um, I think that this new moon, though, can really help the Leos bring more health and wellness into their body. And then for Aries, man, Aries, where do you want your career to go? Set the vision high and open yourself up to receive going in a new direction with your career. I'm thinking about my oldest son. He's an Aries rising, and he's going to go in a whole new direction in his career. It's really exciting. But yeah, the Aries can take their career to a new level. Something new is going to happen for Aries. Y'all are one of these signs where this is a pivotal house, something new, a whole new direction. Where do you want your career to go? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to master? This is something that I would be looking at setting for myself if I was an Aries. Some of the Aries may decide they're going to change their marital status. If you're in a committed relationship, you may find. I say set some new moon intentions if you want to change your marital status. Open yourself up. We don't know how it's going to happen. And Aries, look, you always want to just be making it happen. You want to remember, you want to open yourself up to magic and miracles. And so open yourself up to having the status change in your marital status that you want. Um, and then let the universe show you. You want to intuit the plan from the universe to see how that's going to happen. Because some of it might just start with you just begin to open yourself up to learning more about how to be in a healthy relationship or something like that, or resolving something inside of you that makes you feel like, well, I don't really deserve a good relationship. Maybe that's the thing that you're going to find yourself making a huge shift in. And once you make that shift, get ready. Your boo thing is coming. Last but not least are the air signs. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh my goodness. So I like going in the order that the houses are in. So we have Libra, you're number 4. Gemini, you are number 8. And Aquarius, you're number 12. Excuse me. And so these houses for the air signs are, you have Earth in the houses that have to do with intuition and emotional sensitivity and going deep within, right? I think for the air signs, if you want to go in a new direction in terms of like your emotions, your ability to really go deep within and get out of your head and instead go within and tap the power with, this unseen power within, um, and to maybe do some deeper healing work, then you can set some new moon intentions for that. Just taking yourself in a whole new direction. Having an earth sign that's cold in these areas that are sensitive. Oftentimes, we think about the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th house. These are water signs. I would say Gemini might most like kind of get what the 8th house is about, which is it's a house that has to do with healing and wounding, because that's a house that has to do with Scorpio. And Scorpio is actually a cold sign. It has to do with frozen water. Um, but what I will say is at some point we have to let that baby thaw out. Okay. We got to go down to the deep, murky waters, right? And so I think that it's important for the earth signs to set some intentions that you will be able to go past any blocks that might be there. Like, wow, Capricorn in these houses, it's like y'all might really feel at times very blocked in your emotions or your ability to like see beyond. Um, and just remember, this is about empowerment. So you might want to ask yourself, like, you know, what is it that I need to do in order to open myself up to being more empowered from this internal place? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like air signs, y'all probably really need to be using oracle decks and maybe a pendulum or cowrie shells, or I don't know, something to help you to it, but you want to trust it, like, to come out of your minds, because a lot of times the air signs are living up here. So yeah, y'all want to be looking at healing. That's another way that I'll say it. Emotional healing, internal healing, like the healing that cannot be seen or perceived. How do you want to heal? I think this is important for you all to set goals regarding this. Now, of all the air signs, Libra, you could go in a whole new direction. You can go in a whole new direction in terms of like where you're living, maybe dressing it up. Do you want to like dress up, upgrade, something like that? Your home, move to a whole new home, start a new family, something changing regarding family. What intentions do you want to set regarding home, family, emotions, um, and ancestors? Again, you are one of the signs that it has something to do with ancestors. So I think that that's important. I didn't say that for Aries. Aries, you might want to do that too. Set some some intentions regarding ancestors, studying your ancestors, getting to know your ancestors. But yeah, Libra, what did I say? I just want to help the air signs out. I'm like, my God. No wonder the air signs be like, I don't feel nothing. Y'all, I'm having problems getting up my head. It's because you got Capricorn in these pivotal places. And Capricorn is like, let's get real. Maybe you need to accept, the way you are emotionally is just the way you are. That might be a good one for you. But some of y'all need some healing. So, what did I say? I said empowerment. Um, Maybe is there something you need to finish that you didn't finish in your home? Or is there some emotional course or healing thing that you started, Libra, that you didn't finish? Um, for Libra, Aries is the seventh house. So maybe something with relationships. There's some wounding regarding relationships that can help you to heal. Okay. Now for Geminis, this is the eighth house. Now the eighth house has to do with like the innermost world. So if you feel like I really want to access something beyond my mind, I think you can open yourself up to. Now, Geminis, all the air signs, actually, I think mindfulness is like the way to go for you all. But maybe you need to do something on the body, like really do some therapeutic something for the body. Maybe go get a massage or something. Do something deeply healing. Maybe do some type of retreat. Maybe you need to go back to a therapist, Gemini. If you had a therapist and you haven't been going, set some intentions about getting therapy. Also, this is a money house, so I encourage the Geminis. Maybe you're like, I'm good emotionally, but you want to work on money, shared resources, getting some backing of some sort where people give you money to do something, like a fellowship, scholarship, or something like that. My youngest son is a Gemini, so I'm going to set an intention that he's going to get some more scholarships. And it could be that maybe there's some healing that you need to do regarding a goal you did not achieve, and set an intention regarding maybe a friend group that left you wounded. That might be something else that would really help you with this inner work that you need to do. And for Aquarius, I would say this is a moon where I would set some intentions to really do some subliminal, subconscious work, learn more about the subconscious, but really touching on this inner landscape. NLP might be something that the Aquariuses will really like. I do think it's important to do some energy work. That's Aquarius, it has to do with energy. So do some energy work and but there's definitely something about the subconscious that um if you want to tap the power within, it would be through tapping into your subconscious mind. And maybe you have to test it a little bit because you're Aquarius is like, hey, y'all not gonna just tell me something, okay? Even though sometimes are the biggest conspiracy theorists out there. um they're very sciencey. Y'all are very sciencey. Um, so you might have to test it a little bit, but I do think it's important for you to find a way to, crack the code. Set an intention about cracking the code and getting deep within and just experiencing this inner world that's there. And maybe you'll get more success by doing so. Um, Aquarius. For Aquarius, Aries is the third house. So I would think maybe for the Aquariuses, there may have been some wound to the mind, or maybe by a sibling or something like that, that you want to set intentions for that would help you to move past, anything emotionally that could be blocking you. Because I really do think this is calling for the air signs to deal with some of their blockages. Okay, so we went through the signs. I hope that was helpful. Um, so themes, new beginnings, success, and progress. Where, set intentions that have to do with new beginnings. Where do you want to be successful? Where do you want to make progress? That's what I would say. Okay. And here are some Capricorn new moon affirmations. I'm going to remove my picture so you can see them all. Um, yes, these are all, maybe you want to take a screenshot or something like that, but these are all Capricorn, yeah, Capricorn infused affirmations. I am aligned with my highest will and thereby create order and peace naturally. I happily carry all my responsibilities as if they are nothing. Now, I will say, some of us have too much, so maybe we need to scale back, but um, Capricorns embrace responsibility. Like, it's just, if you need to learn how to embrace being responsible more, then this is the moon for you. I am patient, for I understand the nature of time. I always do my best because it helps me grow. I am powerful. I take back my power. I am open to limitless possibilities. Doors are opening for me. And one of my favorites, my success is inevitable. That has been a quote. I got it from somebody else that has just been like a mantra for me. And these are new moon affirmations, even though I say Capricorn, but I pretty much include them every month. I trust in the goodness of the universe. I am a goddess of attraction. I attract what I need. My good flows effortlessly towards me. I vibrate with the creative energy of the universe. And I expect the best, and therefore I get it. These are all showing you like this is the way to think, this is the mindset to have. I expect the best, and therefore I get it. I'm aligned with my highest good. I am creating a new and exciting life. Ah, I ask for what I want, for what I need, and I get it. Hold on a second. Uh, it's the way it looks on my screen. I am a co-creator with the source of all that is. So, yeah, happy new moon in Capricorn. I hope that this has been helpful to you. It has been my honor to share this with the Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. I am honored to have you all here, and I celebrate us all. You are the real MVPs. You need to believe in yourself. You need to really believe in yourself because you have done that thing, girlfriend. You have done that thing. And Capricorn wants so badly to help you continue to be successful. So, thank you all so much. I hope that some of you all will go on ahead and join me here in the inner circle. And until we get together again, happiest 2022 to you and yours. May the choicest blessings of the goddess and the ancestors be upon you and yours. May our ancestors and Ogun and Shango, Eshu, Ochozi, Osun surround and protect you and yours as you navigate this beautiful year. We're going to claim it, y'all. We're going to claim it of 2022. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Peace.